On Shula Drive, there's a look at Hard Rock Stadium here in Miami, Florida. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready. Set to match up between the Buffalo Bills and the Miami Dolphins. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Ready, break.
53, check 53.
Score, score.
Check 3, 36, 36.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up second down.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
He's coming. Double up, double up.
Rock it.
Watch the edge.
5.
And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
We go. 50, play.
Let's go, Pete. It's going to be a long day, offense. It's going to be a long day. Kill.
Hey, lock it.
On second down, it's Miller. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32. Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. And that's knocked away and incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
Here's Morstead now as he sends this one away. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And it'll be Dolphin football.
Set, ready. 90, Wolf.
54.
Hey, Zoo.
Screen.
Go.
Screen. Right there. 54. Right there. 54.
Get it.
Let's go. Big series right here. You got to step up.
And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. He'll pick up 7 there on the first down keeper. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
Key in 21. Watch tight. Tight ends right. Watch.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Set. 180.
Check.
Point it right. Pistol. Smooth.
Bang. Kill.
Hurry. One touch.
From the 30 on second down, Mayfield. Pressure comes and down goes Baker Mayfield.
Real. You draw forward.
Brings up third down.
Real. 55. Run. 55. Better bring it. You better bring it. I'm letting you know right. Regular.
Check 50.
Hey, alert. My touch.
On third down, Mayfield. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward, incomplete pass. They'll call that a 61-yard punt. He got all of that one. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Now the Dolphins are going to take another timeout here. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And a 3-and-out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out with a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that first drive?
Sometimes it absolutely serves that way. You get a second opportunity. Nothing big happened. But then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go.
They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Hey, I'm coming.
Fair.
Miller. And now Miller hit, and he fumbles. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense.
180.
Check. Watch the before. Check the out.
My touch.
Elliott on 1st down going absolutely nowhere as he'll lose about 3 on the play. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
And how about that, partner? That happened in a hurry. Sudden, explosive, gets into the backfield and spills the play.
And he was AFC Defensive Player of the Week last week because of plays just like that. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the 1st down run goes backwards.
Regular.
Check. You got tight right there.
Hurry. My touch.
Working out of the gun, Mayfield. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. He was trying to get it to Ezekiel Elliott, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
Run.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Hurry.
Watch QB drop. Shift. Watch.
My touch.
From the gun, Mayfield. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. A good pickup there, 21 yards. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a 1st down.
Check.
Hurry.
Mayfield on 1st down. His throw incomplete. The rookie DK Metcalf, the intended receiver. And it's 2nd down. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Slam.
6'6", pull it high.
Right there. 54. Right there. 54 Mike. Tackles.
Hey, alert 33.
Hey, turn it up.
Going to the air again with Mayfield. He'll find Metcalf. 12 yards there and a first down. And, boy, they had high praise.
Onto the team, height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
And he's going to bowl his way into the end zone for the Dolphins score. Ezekiel Elliott with touchdown number 8 on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Gano the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
On 2nd and 12, Smith. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Nick Bosa in there to record the 2nd sack of his young NFL career. Well, it was 2nd long, now it's 3rd and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving them exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
And they'll bring him down here right around the 17-yard line. He gets a good chunk of yards there, 8 all told, but they're still looking at a 4th down. Here's Thomas Morstead now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. You take it right on the 30. After 7-0 on EA Sports. 2nd quarter from Miami. It's the Dolphins with the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And to be frank, they're just in a tough spot. It's only November, already eliminated from playoff contention. I know their fan base doesn't want to hear that, but that's the case. What are they fighting for now going forward?
You know exactly what they're fighting for. Is that word that some people don't want to hear, but it's pride.
Draft. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I was going to go draft, but pride's better, right?
You know something? You're right, because that's part of it, but that's 2 different mindsets. That's front office mindset, draft position, where are we going to be and what do we need to get? And then the players and the coaching staff right now, pride. Can they win some games and feel better about themselves despite the fact they have no shot at the playoffs?
He's got the first down and more inside the 40. 16 yards, a first down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Rush in.
1st and 10
Hey,
at the
Oregon.
35-yard line.
Hey! Now.
From the shotgun, a give to Elliott. Yeah, this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship. Watch the ship.
Hey, Sam off.
Switch it. No. Off.
Yo, go.
From the 30 on second down. Hill. That one complete to Elliott. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
An extra defensive back here for the Bills on third down. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts. And with that, they're now out of timeouts. And still plenty of time remaining here in this second quarter. They had the catch on second down, but it didn't help at all. And now they're looking at third down here. They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains. They keep on the ground with Elliott. And a powerful stiff arm. It frees him. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage. Extra point try good by Gano. And that'll make the score 14-0. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right?
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Taylor Gabriel, 81 yards, as they are now on the board here in the first half.
Well, there's no doubt that this offense was in desperate need of a quick answer, and they got it. One play, and they're right back in this game.
Because you got the sense if they stalled out here and then another score on the other side to make it a 3-score game, could have gotten ugly. Smith now to throw, and they're going to get the 2-point conversion, caught in the end zone, and that cuts the lead a bit further. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And now last drive so successful with the ground game, ending in a touchdown. Do you stick with that formula?
That would be the number one thing you would think of, but so many guys now would look at it and say, we've got them set up so well for play action. Now's the time to take a shot. Yeah. But, you know, there was a big-time coach in the state of Ohio who once said, if you throw the ball, if you put it in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. He would have kept it on the ground.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for first and 10.
Point it right. Bravo.
Back. Showing it.
Hurry. One touch.
Now Mayfield. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. Eric Armstead, the defensive end, will get credited for the sack. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down.
Five.
Mike's 5-4.
Hurry. One touch.
Here's Mayfield. And that's Elliott, complete. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to third down. In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense.
Hurry. Up.
One set. Check, Mike.
One touch.
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. And he finds a man. It's Olsen. It'll be a pickup of 4. Good enough to earn him yet another first down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, You're able to hit a receiver in stride, and you can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Hey, Alpha.
Mike's 22, Mike's 22. He can't hang. He's not
Point it right, point it right, point it right.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
Check 26, check 26. Let's go, let's go.
A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll send you up to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there, and he'll have stats and scores from a busy Sunday in the NFL.
Check 13, check 13.
A first down carry by Elliott. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. For Zeke, what a first 3 years he's had in the NFL. Last year, his second rushing title, 1,434 yards. Not as many as 1,631 that he had as a rookie, but still his yards per game average was the best in the National Football League. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1.
54 Mike.
On 3rd down, Elliott. And he gets this down to the 18. Good enough for a first down. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving. They'll run on first down. Elliott. Even with the good move he showed, he'll be brought down short of the 15. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. And this is going to be intercepted. It's the Pro Bowler Byron Jones. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops, and if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Let's get it now. Hey, Charlie. Get it.
Smith now. Going to throw again. Looking deep for Gabriel. He's got a man. Complete. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. Now it's Smith, letting one go deep for the end zone, and nearly picked it off. He had a chance to come down with that in the end zone, but it'll wind up just being incomplete. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. Tucker's kick is good. So the two teams will head to the locker rooms here in Miami with the Dolphins on top. As we send you up to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. The Dolphins in front, and they'll be in possession of the football first as the second half gets started. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Run.
Check.
Hey, alert!
To throw, Mayfield. And they've got the hook up. This is Olsen. 22 yards there, a first down. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the...
Pressure comes and down goes Baker Mayfield. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. The intended receiver was DK Metcalf. 3rd down here. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on 1st down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Check Mike 54. Mike 54.
Hurry!
Mayfield down. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
That would be exactly what they were looking for coming out to start the 3rd quarter. Get a sack, get off the field, get the momentum going in their direction.
Get the ball back to your offense, right? Get that momentum because, hey, this lead is very, very slim. This is brought in at the 21. Excellent work on the run back there, 33 yards. And the Bills are going to take over in great position here with a 1st and 10.
At 70, Indy.
Shoot.
Coaching spell.
Check three.
Now a play fake, and it's Smith. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And this is caught for a Bills touchdown. Miles Boykin, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Bills have taken the lead. And someone a little too eager to block this extra point. Henceforth the flag. So here comes Alex Smith as he'll lead his guys up to the line to go for 2.
He's checking.
They'll try and run it in with Miller. And he is going to be stopped short of the goal line. Oh, they'll mark him inside the 1. He just couldn't keep churning those extra few inches. And the 2-point attempt is turned aside. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Again, it's Elliott. And he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line.
Point it right, 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 point it right. Hey, wahoo! Hurry, hurry! I got
Mayfield looks to throw. That is caught. It's Perriman.
It's a gain of 18.
Hey, we're 33.
First down.
Let's make these babies cry. I got
On first down, it's Elliott. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 25 yards the pickup there, and also a first down. A tough run by Ezekiel Elliott, the 4th overall pick in the 2016 draft.
If you watch tape of him in college, you saw plenty of those runs, because I know the highlights showed him in the open field breaking away from people, but that's how he wore down defenses, those exact type of runs.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
you mine. Hey, we're 33. Go, go.
Check the outreach. Switch.
I got
Throwing, Mayfield. Pressure comes, and down goes Baker Mayfield.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20.
Run.
Mayfield. And that one was nearly picked. Not sure he was accounting for the free safety. That brings up 3rd down.
Well, he did almost everything right. Excellent coverage, breaks on the football, just unable to haul it in and take it the other way, so he dropped an interception. The key for him now, don't dwell on it, just move on to the next play.
I got
3rd and long for Mayfield. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. Well, there have been a ton of sacks. They were just trying to prevent another.
So what you're telling me is the conventional way has not really worked for them, huh?
Not at all.
Not all. So he tries to grab him here, and they still get caught.
So following the holding call, what can they do here on 3rd and long?
Mike's 54. Mike's 54.
hurry.
Right there. 54. Right there.
Mayfield to throw it. And they take him down. The Bills get to him. The sack by Ronald Darby coming from the corner.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Oh, he'll field it in the end zone. Well, that looked for a second like he might take it all the way, but as it stands, it's still a massive return. And that will come the offense as they take over. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
Pilot, 64, weak grip.
Play action. It's Smith. He's going to rifle one deep left side. That's going to be caught. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Miles Boykin with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Bills will add on to their lead. Tucker with the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They're down now 24-14. Work to do as they come up on a 1st and 10.
Hurry!
A first down throw from Mayfield. He completes this into the hands of Miller. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. Right there. 54. Right there. Right there.
Real.
Let's go, D.
Hurry!
To throw again on 2nd down. Mayfield is going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Hurry!
Looking to throw. He finds his man, the tight end Olsen. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Dolphins have a 1st down. Mayfield now, a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. Mayfield with it once more. And that would not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this 3rd quarter of play. Back now in Miami. It's Dolphin football, but they trail here as we get set for the 4th. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. Quick pass out to Miller. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down. The Dolphins on 3rd down. 6 conversions and 9 tries. They've done a great job of picking these up. This is 3rd and 11.
54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Exit. Mike 5-4. Mike 5-4.
They'll throw again. Here's Mayfield. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. 33 yards that time.
And there's an example of not taking your practice work, your drill work, and turning it into game speed. You work on that all the time. 3rd and long, you want to let them make the catch, rally to the football, tackle them short of the sticks. The pursuit there, not that great.
Yeah, not great. That may be an understatement. That turned into a big play. And no pitch there and no chance either as he's brought down behind the line of scrimmage.
You got motion man right there.
On 2nd down now, it's Elliott. And again, this Buffalo defense there. And support to stop him behind the line.
Back at the 33-yard line.
First and 2nd down were a disaster. Both went backwards. Now it's 3rd and 18. They need something big.
Right there. 54. Right there.
From the gun, Mayfield. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle, and this is back down to a 7-point game. All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get at the least a 3-and-out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
Fielded about a yard deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. The field goal we just saw has us now at a 1-score game, and on this side of the football, things are getting pretty tenuous, a little stressful.
Blood pressure up a little bit, you think?
I think up a lot of it.
Could you imagine taking the pulse right now? It might be like a jackhammer out there on that side of the ball, but here's what the deal is. I think what we've observed is a team that's been playing not to lose, as opposed to playing to win. And they've got to get back to that, and that means opening things up again, being a little more free in what they're trying to get done on offense.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Hey.
From the gun, here's Smith. Lets it go for Nelson. It got his man complete. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. J.J. Nelson, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bills will add on to their lead. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And they're going to face a 3rd down.
Mike 54. Set the tone, defense.
Kings.
Under 10. 10.
Hurry. Hey, Haywood.
They're going to look to throw. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. That catch puts him over 70 yards receiving now as he's got a first down.
Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. I got it. Mike 5-4.
Hurry.
All day, just like that.
Mayfield on first down. They'll roll him out right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. And incomplete there, almost picked off. That's one you maybe expect your roaming free safety to come up with. But it's 2nd down. Elsewhere, 4th quarter score now for Baltimore. Now you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35.
49. Real.
Alert 3.
Pistol. No.
Now Mayfield. He's going to wind up and air it out. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. Looked like some hands both ways. They got it on the offense.
And sometimes there's a fine line between being the receiver and the DB, and he knocked that one away. Might have caused an incompletion that could have been an interception.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down.
Mike 22.
Hey, orbit.
Hey, switch gears.
Regular. Up. Hurry.
It comes to me, it's me.
Here's Mayfield. And caught left side, Olsen. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
Brings up third down.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. They face a third down now as they try to find a late score.
Mike 22. Bandit.
Hey, Foxtrot. Hurry. My touch.
And again, it's Mayfield. And that will be incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it.
All day, defense, all day.
Mayfield to throw for it on fourth. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Anthony Brown. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line.
Obviously disappointing, but you had to go for broke here, down 2 scores. So that forced you to make some throws you definitely wouldn't want to make. And I think this interception is going to pretty much write an end to this one.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. It escapes us. Oh, it's out. Smith lost it. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line. He let one slip away last week as well, so now 2 fumbles lost in as many weeks.
Well, we were out at practice, and we watched him work. And what did his quarterback coach talk about all week?
Being a 2-hand monster.
And we looked at each other. 2-hand. Oh, I get it. 2-hand monster. Both hands on the football, taking care of it, putting it away so the ball doesn't get dropped.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And he'll get this down to the 39-yard line. 16 yards of first down.
Hurry.
That's good for Dolphins. First down.
On 1st and 10, Mayfield. They'll find Miller. That's complete. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Scott Miller, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as his guys are back within a single score. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a 1-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
Gano the extra point. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And the Bills are going to recover. The tough one there. They certainly wanted that when they needed it, but they didn't absolutely have to get it. They still do have 3 timeouts.
You're exactly right. They had to attempt it. But even though they didn't get it, as you noted, with 3 timeouts, if they can get these stops on defense, all hope is not lost.
A first down carry now for Miller. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And down to the 7-yard line. 36 yards on the play. It's 1st and goal and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. On 1st and goal, they'll try the option left. I don't think anyone in the building fooled right there, as that one is going to blow up in their faces. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game. So first down went in the wrong direction. They're at the 13-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal.
Yo, faster.
Now it's Miller running right. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock. So 1st and 2nd down went in the wrong direction. They'll try to do better here on 3rd and 13. Back to throw. Gabriel. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown.
And that touchdown should make you feel comfortable. But do you really feel like it's totally over yet?
Not totally, but I think you're pretty much there.
Yeah, you still got to make sure you stay with it, do all the right things down the stretch, especially on defense. But that touchdown there, you've got to feel good about your chances.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This will be fielded at the 8. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They can't do much at this point, partner. This one is going to go down in the loss column.
You don't make up for what has happened during the game.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Anthony Brown. And he will score. Touchdown, Buffalo. And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a fourth-quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Bills, it's an important win in terms of staying in the postseason race as they move to 6-4. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Miami, they're going the wrong way as this will drop them to 3-7 now on the year. And they'll try to get back on the beam next week as they'll head to Cleveland to take on the Browns. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.